Hello, I'm Jessica and welcome to your workout. Of course, I have something amazing for you today. We will be taking a completely seated workout, focusing on the upper body muscles. This is more of a traditional strength and toning workout. As such, I will be using a pair of light dumbbells today, anything from no weights at all, maybe up into the 5 or 8 pound range, whatever is a good fit for you. You will also need your chair because, like I said, everything today is completely seated, easy on the joints, low impact. We're gonna start this workout with 2 dumbbells and then work our way down to 1 dumbbell, and we will be including core and ab exercises into this upper body workout. Go ahead, get everything set up, and let's get started. Let's start here with the wrists. Go ahead, make a soft fist with the right hand. Left hand gently comes over the top of it, and make some smooth circles all the way around in one direction, and then reverse it to the other side. Open those fingers up, give them a good stretch, so really far apart, really open, wiggle there. Close the left hand into a soft fist, lightly close it into the right hand, circles one direction, and then the opposite direction here. Great job. Same thing here. Open up those fingers. This time press away, press through this whole palm of the hand. Roll those fingertips underneath you, up and open. Stretch the fingers, tuck and roll them underneath. We are going to be holding the dumbbells quite a bit today. I really want to make sure that your wrist and forearms are warmed up, feeling good and ready. For that, you will be getting some nice gripping strength out of today's workout along with those upper body muscles. Beautiful job. Fold it over here, tuck them in towards the shoulders, open them down, stretch the fingers. You don't have to go really far. Don't be forceful with yourself here. We'll warm up into some of those bigger muscles in just a few seconds here. Make sure everything in the wrists feels good. Don't push past anything that feels uncomfortable. Few little circles here. And then let's go ahead, swing those arms down. Right arm comes up, left arm comes back. And just nice and easy, switch them out. Reaching both of those arms towards the wall behind you. Be really cautious here not to start pushing the chest open and the rib cage forward. Keep it tucked so that low back doesn't feel any stress or strain. Great job here, opening up the shoulders, same thing. They stay long out of the neck, so there's no stress or strain there. Yep. Beautiful job. Leave this left arm up here on this last stretch, and then draw the right arm up. And then take a good deep breath in, exhale, open those arms. Let those fingertips fold out flat. Inhale, take them overhead, feel a nice stretch through the arms. Exhale, thumbs come towards the back of the neck. It doesn't have to touch. Inhale up, exhale, open, very good. Little bit of a mini yoga flow. Exhale, drop it here, stretching through the biceps and triceps. Exhale, open. Let's take one more here. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, open, release those arms all the way down. Make nice smooth circles here, picking up the shoulders, rolling them forward, feeling a nice opening through the upper back muscles. Take a few more of these and then we'll lift them up and back, opposite direction. So lifting to the front, opening broad through the collarbone, releasing them down. Fingers are nice and relaxed. Core muscles pulled in, spine really nice and tall. We have a great variety of exercises here today. Each exercise we will only do one time. Just go ahead, give everything a nice little wiggle here. So once it is done, it is over with, although I will be giving you multiple exercises for each body group. So example, biceps, we may do hammer curls and then a palms up curl, a wide curl. So there will be multiple exercises for each of these groups, giving them a lot of variety. That also leads us to, if something doesn't work for you, you can substitute in a second round of an exercise that works better for you. For example, if wide bicep curls strain out the shoulders, you can again just come right to that hammer curl and repeat it a second time. So lots of variety here, lots of ability to substitute in what works for you and skip what doesn't. Go ahead, grab both dumbbells, and we're gonna get started with those hammer curls right here. So practicing good form, I want you to sit up nice and tall, roll that tailbone forward, pull the rib cage in, squeeze lightly through the core, shoulders out of the ears, elbows hug in, lift those weights, lower, slow and smooth here. Great job. So one set of this, and then we will move on to something completely different. I don't want you to rush through these exercises because we are doing one set of each exercise. I'm gonna give us plenty of time with each of our movements. If you need to take a break, that is okay. You can hit the pause button and finish out with me rep for rep, or you can take a break while the video continues on and skip a few reps. Trust me, there will be plenty in here. So whatever option works best for you, you're gonna get a great workout today in either situation. Nice and smooth, keep going here. Make sure those elbows are connected into the side so we're not creating momentum, we're not swinging through the shoulders to bring these weights up. It's all coming from flexion of that elbow joint, making those biceps work nice and strong here. Little bit slower on the lowering portion today. So I really want you to challenge yourself. Lift and lower slow. Let yourself develop strength through these eccentric motions, the lowering phase of resistance. Great job here. Let's go ahead and take one more here, and then we will move on for the shoulders. So we're gonna go ahead here, pick those hands up. So this is gonna take a little bit of biceps too to hold these dumbbells here. I want you to imagine lifting the elbows, lowering them down. We're not lifting the wrists, we're also not lifting the shoulders. So try really hard not to scrunch up through the neck. If you need to, those shoulders and that elbow, they do not have to come parallel to the floor. Actually, that's pretty high. So what I prefer is just right about just below of parallel to the floor. So just a few inches below. There's plenty of work for the shoulder there and a lot less strain within the shoulder joint. So definitely find a range of motion that works best for you within this exercise. I always like to remind myself that even though I may not be lifting in as large of a movement, the time that I save with a smaller movement, I'm able to get more reps in. So I feel like it's an even wash and I'm not losing any work. Great job here. This is a seated exercise. So if you start to feel strain or stress through your low back today, you can definitely lean against your backrest and focus on those arms. I still want you engaging through those core muscles though. Don't miss out on all of the good ab work. Let's take a few more here. I know these ones add up quick. I feel it too. Great job here. So this one was a combination of shoulder and a little bit of bicep. We're gonna go back to a bicep exercise here. Drop those hands down. Palms are going to face away or towards the wall that's in front of you. We're gonna take a palms up curl. Same form applies here. Don't push the rib cage forward. Keep it tucked back and under. Keep the shoulders out of the ears, elbows stay in towards the sides. I am alternating here, so we're giving the biceps just a little bit of a break. Nice and smooth here. So your non-working arm gets a few seconds of rest before it has to go again. Great job. Focus on lifting. And again, lowering just that little extra bit slower. No kink in the wrist here. If you take a look, the wrist should be right in between the palm of the hand and the elbow, so it's not dipping out or overly curling in. If you have wrist problems, you are definitely going to want to avoid that. If you don't have wrist problems, you do not want to create them. So good form here, not just through the spine, but through the wrist as well. Let's take a few more here. And then we're gonna go on to another shoulder exercise. Beautiful job here. Keep going with me. Let's finish out this set. And we're gonna turn those palms in to face the chair. You can, again, lean against the back of it if you need to. We're gonna lift and lower. Same thing here. I want you to imagine lifting from the elbow and the wrist, not the shoulder. So the movement doesn't start with this shrugging motion. It starts with the wrist and the elbow. Just like this move, except now we have a little bit longer arm. I still have a soft bend in my elbow. These weights are gonna feel a little bit heavier here because they are further off of the body. Tighten up those core muscles so that they can help protect the low back, help assist you with staying sturdy and stable through this movement. Option here, if you need to pull back just a little bit, alternate those arms. You'll actually get a little more core work. So don't think about it as losing work in the shoulders. Think about it as switching some of that work for a little bit extra in through the core. Whatever works for you here today. There's always a trade-off, right? I find anytime something becomes easier, it also becomes difficult in some other way. So very rarely is something simply better or easier. It's just different. Great job here. You should be feeling those shoulder muscles. You're doing wonderful. Drop those weights down here to the sides. We're gonna go ahead, take a shoulder shrug here. So this is the one time today that you are allowed to bring those shoulders up into the ears. Same thing here. Keep that rib cage tucked underneath the chest and over the hips, working on those big back muscles here. And then we're gonna go back to biceps and shoulders, and we have one last exercise that's going to target them both at the same time. Take a little bit of a break, focus on these back muscles. Great job here. Smooth and steady. Remember to breathe. Pace yourself out nice and easy. Shrug, release slow. So it's the same thing here. Pull, hold, and then release just a touch slower than your pulling speed. Great job here. Let's go back to those biceps and shoulders. We're going to take these weights right here to the front. So right now these weights are about chest height. I'm gonna bring them up where my elbow is about shoulder height. So it's not a big movement, it's right here. Your core muscles are going to have to work hard to counterbalance you. The temptation will be to lean really far back and slouch from these weights. I want you to avoid that. If you need more support, rest on the back of your chair, but keep those abs tight and working here. My palms are facing me. So I'm looking at the inside of my palm and my fingernails now. Great job here. No fast jerking movements. Smooth and controlled. I know this one is a little bit of a doozy. After the shoulder and bicep work, now we're asking them to work together and continue working. It's not easy, but you're doing great. Hang in here with this. Let's take 2 more here. Last one. Great job. Drop those weights down to the side. Turn those palms to face the wall behind you. I'm gonna take a slight bend forward in at my waist. I'm gonna make sure shoulders are pulled out of the ears. My spine is in a nice, even though it's at an angle, it's in a nice straight line from the top of my head all the way down through my low back and hips. Palms face back, press those weights back. When you push them back, try not to let those arms go really wide. Try to hug them in towards the midline of the body. You're gonna feel those tricep muscles working here, and again, a little bit of those shoulder muscles. We're incorporating some back muscles here too. Definitely abs, because they are working to support that low back here. If it's too much, sit up nice and straight and just push back. Again, you are not losing work. You'll have a smaller movement, but that means that you will also have more reps within our set. Great job here. Remember to breathe easy. My gaze is kind of down at the floor, so keeping my spine in nice alignment here forces my gaze down just right to the center, in between my toes to the front. I'm trying to distract you because I know this is a tough one for the backs of those arms. Hang in here with me. If you need to take a break and shake them out, go ahead. Pause the video or just watch me do it a couple of times. Come back when you can. We have a few more, so hang in there. Let's take 3 more here, nice and strong. My toes are tapping, it's tough. Very good. Take it to the front, great job. Now comes the part where we get to lighten up the load. Take one of those dumbbells and set it underneath your chair. I always advise put your equipment underneath the chair so that as you get up, if you need to move around, there are no tripping hazards around you. All right, let's go here. Take this dumbbell to the hands. We're gonna step this right leg out. Wherever this knee is over the ankle, out to the side, that is as far as you are going to go. So when we twist, we are not going to twist this dumbbell past the knee. The knee is your stopping point. We're gonna take this dumbbell from the left side, up and over. There's plenty of work here. Use those core muscles. If you need a modification here, hold the dumbbell at the chest and just rotate, creating a light bit of momentum, so we're not using a lot of force or power, and then using the core muscles to stop that momentum. So core is gonna have to work on the rotation and the stop. The dumbbell coming up creates a longer lever, so a little more work for the core. Also incorporates the shoulders. But again, if that's not right for you, if it's just a little too much today, right here at the chest, bring it to the center, twist and stop when that dumbbell is right over the leg. Beautiful job here. Now, I did say that we were going to only do each exercise one time. But if we do it on the right side, of course, we are also going to want to do it on the left side. I can't let you leave here today with one good side and one so-so side. Bring it on in, step that right leg in. Take this weight down to the side. You can support yourself on the left arm here or on the hand, whatever feels good. Pull this dumbbell up and back. I'm imagining my elbow and the dumbbell pulling towards the back of my chair. Shoulders are staying leveled up over my knees, so I'm not turning and twisting through my low back here. Really good form. Same thing, I'm looking down at the floor so that my spine is in that nice alignment here. Breathe smooth and steady. The heart rate may be up a little bit. If your room is getting warm like mine, that's good. That means you're working. Blood is circulating to these muscles, taking in oxygen. Great job here. Let's take just a little bit more. You can take a break if you need it. Good, let's take 3 more here, make them nice and strong. Same thing, pull, release, smooth and slow. Last one here, great job, bring it on up. This right side is gonna get a little bit of a break. Step that left leg out, weight goes to the right. Same thing here, stop right over this leg, just making sure that we do not go too far. Up and over, modification here, right at the chest from the center, rotate it over and stop. I feel my abs working here. This is not an easy exercise. This is not a wimpy exercise. It is just a different movement. So if this long lever doesn't work for you, you come to that modification, or maybe you are creative and find a modification that works for you, even better than my suggestion. Great job here. That's my job. I'm just giving you suggestions. You find out what works for you. Take my ideas and let them inspire you if there is something better for you today. Great job here. Work with those abs. Smooth and steady. Remember to breathe and feel those muscles working. Good job. Just a bit more to go. Let's take these last 2 here. Oh, I feel this in the shoulders. My shoulders are tired. Bring it in. Great job. Step that left leg on in. You can support yourself here with this right arm or the hand, as long as that doesn't bother the wrist. Pull this left arm up and back. Try not to shoulder shimmy here. It's really easy to start using the low back for this movement. I'm sure you can imagine how much of a bad idea that can become if the low back gets aggravated there. So shoulders here, it's all that big back muscle, no movement through the low back. Great job here. Nice and smooth. We will cool down today with some really nice stretches for the upper body. Very similar to our warm-up stretches, except we'll spend a little more time in them. Make sure these muscles are re-lengthened back out. Help you get ahead of any soreness that may be coming. Great job here. Last 3. and 1. Beautiful job. Bring it on up. All right, we're gonna take the dumbbell back to the right hand, back to this movement. So the palm is facing you. You're gonna open it out, push the dumbbell up lightly, bring it back in. So I want you to think about a half circle at the bottom, maybe even a third circle at the bottom, and also at the top. So we'll go here together. If it's a new movement for you, just slow it down. You can, of course, practice it without the dumbbell to get the form correct, or you can just take that modification and maybe do a front raise. All right, here we go. Open it, press, return it slow. Your core muscles are working here because now your body is moving and off balance. So let this left hand help you. Maybe at the waist. I like mine out here. I feel like I need a lot of help with my balance. This is a big exercise in the shoulders. And I know we've done quite a bit of shoulders, so I will not leave you here very long. Let's just take a couple more together. Last one here. Bring it on down before you can tuck yourself out of it. Go ahead, take it over to this left arm, press and rotate. So imagine that elbow drawing that third of a circle at the bottom and then back up to the top. Great job. The weight does not have to come overhead. If you feel maybe not so confident in your grip strength, you can just leave it out to the side and press it up. That is just a matter of preference on how people like to lift. I think I kind of go overhead without really thinking about it, but I happen to have had lots of practice with my grip strength. But just know that that does not have to be the way that you lift in this exercise. Great job here. Last one. Bring it on in. Amazing. All right, we're gonna take this dumbbell and I would like you to clasp your hands over the top of it, especially if your dumbbell has like a lip edge on it. I want you to squeeze nice and hard as if that edge was not there. We're gonna step these feet out wide just in case we do lose our grip and the dumbbell drops. It's only gonna make noise and it will not land on anything important. We're gonna take it from the chest, slide it out, hold, bring it back in. Try to give me a 2 count here. 1, 2, bring it back in. That's a lot of work. So if you need to shorten that up for today and put it on your list of goals for later, of course, that is fine. You work up to it if this is a little bit intense for today. Great job here, smooth and steady. Tuck those core muscles in. Great job, shoulders don't have to lift, so just send those arms out, pull them in. I actually think there's more work for these chest muscles if we stay a little bit lower. Definitely less strain through the shoulders and neck. Great job here. I'm so proud of you for making it this far into the workout. I'm sure you are wondering how much more is there to go. We have an ab exercise on the right, an ab exercise on the left, one for the triceps on the right and one for the triceps on the left. So 2 more exercises technically, or you can think about it as 4 more sets. And then we'll cool down. So if you're starting to get tired, that's okay. Hang with me. Do your best, but know that we are almost done with this workout. Take this dumbbell over here, step that right leg in, left leg comes in to follow. Plant nice and solid into a foundation here. Dumbbell comes to the middle, just like rowing a boat off to the right side. Pick it up, create a nice smooth circle here. Using those core muscles to rotate the spine and bring it up. I'm not rotating back. I'm just going off to the side and up. Modification here for you is just to take a side bend. If you do not like the rotation, don't force it. If you get any sort of warning signals, or if you're kind of like, oh, maybe, I don't know, just skip it. Take the modification. Trust me, it is not worth it if you are unsure about the movement and how it is going to impact and feel in your body. Take the modification. Great job here. So especially on this right turn, left hip stays nice and heavy. Great. Let's take it off to the left and scoop it in. You may notice one side is stronger than the other. That is normal, but we do want to even them up. So just slow down, focus on doing the work, smooth, controlled, and with good form. And in time, we will catch that weaker side up. You take a break if you need to, of course. Great job here. Make sure this dumbbell is secure. And of course, you can do this without the dumbbell as well. So many options here today. Hang on here. Take a few more. Last one here. Great job. Take this weight to the right arm. Before we go into the movement, I'm going to show you a few options here. I will not be using my left hand for support because I want you to see what I am doing. But know that if you would like to take your right hand for support, or I'm sorry, your left hand or your right hand behind that arm and grab onto the bicep for support here, or to brace it from the front on these tricep extensions, that is completely okay. So find a posture within this exercise that makes you feel comfortable, strong, and secure moving this dumbbell. Like I said, I'm not going to be using my left arm for help just because I want you to see the movement clearly without my left hand in the way. Bring this right arm up. I'm going to bring my bicep in towards my ear. I'm going to send my elbow joint back right over the shoulder. If the flexibility is not there today, that is okay. Work towards it as best you can, and over time, we will get that form improved. I'm dropping my right hand down towards the middle of my back, not opening my rib cage, keeping it tucked under, using my core muscles here, dropping the hand. So this is the lowering phase, lower slow, and then lift with a little bit of power, but do not lock into this elbow joint with a sudden sharp movement. Keep it slow and controlled. I do want you to come to a straight arm. That's where this muscle flexes. That is the triceps job, to straighten the arm. It's the best way to work it, but we don't want to trade off that little bit extra work for discomfort in the elbow. So straight arm, not locked out, no sudden sharp movements through the elbow joint. This one adds up quick, especially since it is our last exercise. You are going to feel all of those supporting muscles for this triceps group working hard. So if you're fatiguing quick here, it's because it's been a good workout and you have done a good job. Hang on here, bring it forward, release it easy. Give that right arm a little bit of love. Same rules apply here on the left side. You can use the right arm for a little bit of support on the bicep or to the front. I'm gonna let you see what we've got going on. Bring the bicep back towards the ear. Try to work that elbow back. Bend, lower the dumbbell slower, and then lift just a little bit faster to generate a little more power in this movement. I don't want it to be explosive. I don't want you to really go for it here. I want you smooth and controlled. There is plenty of work here. We do not have to go fast. You don't have to go hard. Good. Focus on form. By slowing it down, increasing the time that these muscles are under tension. So I actually think that is a better way to strengthen and tone the muscles. Good job here. It's a great way to keep the work without adding stress into the joints, and that is priority number one. Great job here, Ido. I feel it too. Hang in here. Make sure the rib cage is in between the hips and the chest. It's not pushing forward. Oh my goodness. Felt so good to lower that dumbbell here. Hang on with me. Let's just do a few more. I'm gonna struggle through this here. I feel it. It is on fire. Bring it forward. Lower it down. Take it underneath your chair. Good deep breath in. Quick chance to towel off or get a drink of water if you need it. Just get a little bit of movement here through the body, but especially those arms. Take those hands to the tops of the thighs, and I just want you to press the shoulders down, grow the spine nice and tall. Take the right ear over to the right shoulder. Still pushing lightly on the thighs, left ear to left shoulder. Very good. Take the chin all the way down, reach those hands for the floor, and then open those shoulders back just a little bit. Inhale, take the head up, take those arms all the way up, and then exhale. Down through the center. Palms of the hand land to the thighs. And then I just want you to rock back and forward through the low back here, nice and easy. Turn those fingertips forward. Press those palms down into the thighs gently. Lift those fingers, stretch them all the way open. Shoulders out of the ears, and then open those hands all the way down. Stretch them back, roll the fingertips back, take them up halfway, thumbs press back. Don't push the stomach forward, keep it pulled in. This is just through the chest and the shoulders. Turn them over, pinkies back. Release them down. Shoulder rolls here. This heavy, warm feeling, hopefully rushing over the body as you start to relax. Let your body tell you what it needs here. Where is the tightness? Where is the tension? And then just kind of focus on that area for a second. Bring it all back into the center. Take a great breath in. And then exhale, let it all go. Thank you so much for joining me for this workout. This was an amazing upper body and core focused workout. You did a wonderful job. Thank you so much for choosing me to work out with you today. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you do not miss the future workouts. It's always free to click that button. So don't forget before you head out, if you already have clicked subscribed, thank you so much. Know that I do a happy dance every time I see a new subscriber join the community. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching and your support. Until the next workout, you guys take good care of yourselves, and I cannot wait to see you again.